So then the next year, we went across the Adriatic Sea. We're at sea on these boats, if you can see on these pictures, totally terrifying.
What year was that?
2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where about?
We went from Koper, Slovenia to Venice.
How did you get
To Venice.
To Venice. Yeah,
Go.
we didn't go straight across. We like skirted the coast, but still, like we were out at sea. A little over 2 weeks or something like that.
Only.
Yeah, and sometimes we would go into the canals. Like if the weather was really bad, we would go into the littoral canals.
How did you
Amazing.
get
Polizia, Italy.
Yeah, they loved us. We were really popular with those guys.
Did they really?
We built them. No, we did not transatlantic. No, I mean, we did it like in a shipping container. Not like.
I'm just trying to understand, you went there and built these structures.
Well,
How do you
this one that
transfer
you're looking at in this picture, we built in Slovenia, but 2 others we actually had shipped over, and we just reassembled them.
Wow. Wow, this is in Venice.
Yeah, I really love Venice by water. I think it's just like this kind of fantastical monstrosity of a place, and I had always wanted to create something which was sort of like an homage to that. This was our performance. And so I actually built these boats. We had measured the bridges in the Grand Canal, and I built the boats to fit. What? Yeah. No, it was super rad. It was amazing because Venetians were like very, and so everyone was like, you can never go in the Grand Canal, like because there's like the water laws of like the world, and then there's the water laws of Venice, and they're like, we are our own thing, like we have our own water laws, like you can never do this, we'll never let you, it'll never happen. And we asked kind of everyone, and then finally we just went like in the middle of the night at like 3 a.m, and nobody stopped us. And that's my other lesson that I wanted to share, is that when you are trying to do something and people tell you no, a lot of times it's not that they're going to stop you, it's that they don't want to be the one that gave you permission. That's it. So no one came out and stopped us. They were just like, oh, I'm not going to be the one that told you assholes that you could fucking crash into like the bridges in the Grand Canal.
Did you guys know ahead of time how tall the bridges
No, that's
were?
what I was going to say. I measured them and then I built them, and they fit within 1 inch because I forgot to account for tides. But we got lucky. It was like, okay. Okay, so this is a video that I'll just play to like show you.
No, wow.
This is like what it was like going.
So
Do you have like a
amazing.
motor there? Or you just...
Yeah, okay. So the boats, the thing is that they all have motors, and they even have, you see those numbers? It's registered. They have license plates.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But the maritime law in the United States is quite flexible. So if you just have a motor and some life jackets and a fire extinguisher and a sign that says you won't throw your garbage into the river, then you're done, you're a boat. And in Europe, like, that's not the case. And so they were like, people were like, oh fucking God, what are you doing here? And they were like, but because we have to respect the maritime law of the country that your boat is registered in, we have to let you be.
It's amazing.
Oh.
It's like really.
Yeah, we couldn't have done it had we started here.
I can't believe I'm
What was that guy doing? He was swinging.
There's a swing, yeah.
Wait, did you live on the boat?
We lived on the boats, yeah. But we would camp. Like, the Rockaway that you saw, the first boats, we lived on those boats and slept on those boats, and we had everything that we needed. But these boats, we would camp. Because as you can see, there's not, like, if it rains, you're getting rained on.
Were there always different boats?
There were, like, I mean, each year, yeah. Because in the first 2 years, the second year our boats got cut from shore. They got, like, destroyed, basically, because we left them in a publicly accessible land. And then in New York, we built some boats, and then we shipped them, and then in Venice, or in Slovenia, we built a new boat.
How did you all come together as a group?
How do we come together as a group? So that's a good question. She just asked like how we came together as a group, and like it's sort of the thing about like, particularly in the United States, and there's kind of like in a bunch of different cities there are sort of communities of people that make things, and everyone sort of loosely knows each other, and like when you're putting together something you can kind of be like, hey, ask all your friends. and just sort of through word of mouth, like you can find like a really solid kind of like, you know, skilled kind of nutty community of people to like make a thing happen. And like I think that is the reason why, almost like anything that I show you, like the existence of that is kind of the reason why like we're able to make almost any of those things happen, is that like just the existence of like a network of people who all kind of know and trust each other a bit, and who love to make things and who love to make things happen and who are just willing to like realize each other's dreams.
What was the creative vision that you
What was the what?
The creative vision that you
Creative vision.
Well, I mean, it's sort of different each time. Like, it's almost like a rotating cast of people, and then there will be like different captains. We'll be like, hey, I have this idea, let's do it like this. And then like a group kind of is formed around that. People make it happen. And then like somebody else in a different city with a different idea will be like, hey, let's do this. And like,
This in particular, why water?
because water's amazing. I mean, I just, you know, it was like, for me, it was like a long and evolving kind of a thought process, but one of the reasons was just really wanting to be able to make something that traveled and that sort of reached people where they weren't expecting to find you. It was that thing that I was talking about feeling really insular in cities and feeling like you're only ever reaching the same people in the same ways all the time. And just feeling like it would be really amazing to be able to kind of show up in people's front yard and just be like, hey, we're here. And it was, like, for me, it was like one of the most rewarding things.